Marketing. That's what it's all about. Too many people are asking me questions online and they're asking me, how do I grow my claims? How do I get more claims? How do I grow my business? How do I find more claims? It's basically the same question, and I keep telling them and I ask them, do you have a marketing strategy? And the answer is always no. Well, today I'm going to teach you how to develop a marketing strategy, which is 3 simple things that you need to know, that you need to answer, that can actually develop your entire marketing strategy so you can make the right decisions on getting leads. Let's get into it right now. In 3, in 2, in 1. What's up, advocates? My name is Vince Perry and welcome to the Commercial Claims Show, and I am so excited about the topic that we have for you today. What's up, advocates? Welcome back to another episode of the Commercial Claims Show. We're back here in the offices of Elite Resolution, Signature Workspace. I love this place. Shout out to Signature Workspace. Anton, make sure you put the link there below to Signature just because they're just awesome. We love it here. I'm going to teach you guys how to develop a marketing strategy. It is very simple. It's what you need to do before you start doing anything and spending any kind of money, because if not, you're just going to be spending money for nothing. And what happens is you get that syndrome of just like bouncing back and forth to different things, and you try social media over here, then you try Facebook ads, then you try Google ads, then you try a networking event, then you try this and that. You try too many different things that you don't focus in on something because you don't know what it is that you want to focus on. You don't even know who your clientele, who you want it to be. So I'm going to teach you right now 3 things that you need to make sure you look out for. This is for public adjusting, or this could be for any business at all. Making sure that you realize exactly who it is that you're talking to. So, all right, so first I want to tell you a quick little story. Now I want you to follow with me. It comes from one of my favorite books. It's called The One-Page Marketing Plan. I strongly recommend it. Here's a simple definition of what we're trying to explain. If the circus is coming to town and you paint a sign saying circus coming to the showground Saturday, that's advertising. If you put the sign on the back of an elephant and walk it into a town, that's promotion. If the elephant walks through the mayor's flower bed and the local newspaper writes a story about it, that's publicity. And if you get the mayor to laugh about it, that's public relations. If the town's citizens go to the circus, you show them the many entertainment booths, explain how much fun they're having and how much money they should be spending at the booth, answer all of their questions, and ultimately they spend a lot of money at the circus, that's sales. And if you plan the whole thing, that's marketing. That's what we're talking about, guys. You need to develop a marketing strategy, and you need to know where you're going to do your sales, how you're going to do your sales, where you're going to advertise, and so on and so forth, and whether or not you have the budget to do it. But in order to develop a marketing strategy, you first have to do these 3 things, okay? So the first thing is you have to know who your target market is. What I like to call it is, who is your ideal customer avatar? That's right, ideal customer avatar. Okay, you want to know, you need to actually create a person, okay, of who this person is. Okay, you're talking to someone with a family. I can't even draw a stick figure these days, right? Talking maybe 40 years old. Okay, what is their occupation? Maybe they're entrepreneurs, maybe they're not. Maybe they're real estate developers, maybe they're not. Maybe they're wealthy, maybe they're just normal middle-class people. You need to figure out exactly who your ideal customer avatar is, okay? Who your target market is, who you're talking to. I know here at Commercial Claims, Commercial Claims Advocate exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. You're about what? In your 30s, maybe your mid-30s, right? You just started out in public adjusting. You've been doing this for maybe less than a year or maybe about 3 or 4 years, right? You're working for a firm right now, but you're thinking about going out on your own. That's what I'm talking to. I know I'm talking to you. I already know who we're talking to when it comes to Commercial Claims Advocate. And as a matter of fact, we already know at Elite Resolutions as well, with the way we do our promotions and with the way we do our marketing, who exactly we're targeting to. So what kind of loss did they suffer? Okay, did they suffer a water loss? Did they suffer a hurricane loss? Did they suffer a fire loss? Whatever it is. How old are they? What's their occupation? What are their hopes? What are their dreams? Where do they live? And you'll also want to answer who is not your avatar, so to give you a better idea of actually who is your avatar. So we like to call it your ideal customer avatar. We've got a certain list of criteria, certain questions that we can answer that honestly we plug into ChatGPT, and it helps us give us exactly who this person is and what this person looks like. And once you establish who that person is, it's going to give you a better idea of who you're actually talking to. And it makes all of your marketing that you do a lot easier, just from like your campaigns to your titles. If you have a specific kind of claim or a specific person or both that you're talking to, it's going to make everything else so much easier. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, your message. Craft your message, okay? You're going to want to answer 2 questions here, all right? I want you 2 questions. Make sure we're going to put the questions right here. First question is, why should they buy? Right? Why should they buy this product or service? But the second question is even better, is why should they buy from me? right? Why should they buy this service and why should they buy from me? What makes me different? Okay. At Elite Resolutions, we have 3 uniques. I've explained it on social media before. We have 3 things at Elite Resolutions that really makes us unique and makes us different than any other public adjusting firm. I'll be happy to share. I've got 15 plus years of experience, and I'm so experienced that I actually coach and mentor other public adjusters throughout the country. That's 1. Number 2 is our unique admin team and our experienced admin team that just they know how to really just push these claims along, make sure that nobody's forgotten. And then number 3 is our contents team as well. It's just so good that nobody does contents like we do. So that's our 3 uniques. What are your 3 uniques? Maybe you in particular, okay? Even if you're working for a firm, if you're out there promoting, what is it about you that makes you different? Why do they want to buy? Why buy from me? Okay? You could use these 3 uniques. I call it the 3 uniques, okay? All right, you want to try to establish 3 uniques about yourself, okay? If you're a public adjusting firm owner, then what is it about the firm? Is it your core values? It could be your core values that are unique from everybody else. That's also something good. But once you establish what your 3 uniques are, you could use it in your marketing materials. You could use it in your print media. You could use it in your social media. You could use it on a banner, okay? Just the 3 things that make you different, or just the 1 thing that makes you different, okay? But you have to try to think of something very unique about you, about your firm. If you're just starting out as a public adjuster, I remember I was told this when I first became a public adjuster. I'm like, I'm new. There's nothing. Well, I know what it was, is that I always answered my phone. All right, that was one of my definitely uniques, and I was just always on time. And I was very, very, very reliable still to this day. So, you know, that is a unique because a lot of other people in business just aren't. So if you're just starting out, but if you're a contractor and now you just became a public adjuster, you've got contracting knowledge. That makes you unique. You know more about contracting and about building and rebuilds than any other public adjuster, most public adjusters in the entire country. So figure out what your unique is and use it in your message to actually promote in your print material, online material, and everything else, which leads us to number 3. I had been looking for an accountant for years and I was unable to find anybody that I liked, that I worked with, and was able to do what I needed to be done to my taxes and to my accountant. Jeremy David at Noble Wealth has been a godsend to me, my family, and my company. We have saved so much money in taxes I can't even begin to describe, and he knows what he's doing. You need to call Jeremy at Noble Wealth and get yourself the right accountant because he's the man who's going to help you save on taxes, because ultimately you don't want to be making money, especially if you're self-employed, and having it all go to the IRS. Call Jeremy, call Noble Wealth, and they will help you tremendously with the entire accounting process and your tax situation from A to Z. Media. What media are you going to use now to actually portray your message? Okay. Are you going to go heavy on social media? Of the social media, what are you going to use? What do you like the most? People always ask me, what is it? How do you get started? Whichever one that you feel most comfortable with is what you want to get started with. So is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Luckily, I had the little travel channel with my wife and I already had experience with YouTube. So I went all in on YouTube, which actually turned out pretty good for us. So YouTube for me, what is it that you want to do? It could also be, so it's social media, right? Is one source of media. It could be a podcast. What if you just want to start a podcast? Okay. The other thing you could do is your website is very important. That's media. Okay. Or are you just going to create a landing page? You can do a landing page as well. And then what you do with the landing page is you could put ads behind it. Now, when it comes to the media, what source of media? Are you going to go ads? You're going to do Google ads and you're going to do Facebook ads? Or the last and the most, once it's the beginning of time, is print media, all right? But the idea is, if you know exactly who you're talking to, and you know the exact message that you want to portray, it's going to help you in your media, social, podcast, website, landing page, or print media, really establish that message that you want to portray to everyone else. But don't go crazy. Pick something that you like, or you could do a little bit of all of them as long as your message has been established and you know who you're talking to. These are the 3 most important things that you need to remember when you're starting out and you're just trying to figure it out. And when I say starting out, I don't mean starting out, because I have people messaging me that have been public adjusters for a long time and they're just struggling getting business right now. Sit down and come up with this. Use the help of ChatGPT to do so. Talk about your experience. Talk about all these things. What are my 3 uniques? It'll help you with all that. Really put it on paper, okay? And then just start doing it. Just start actually posting. Start knowing who you're talking to. It will help you in actually attracting also the kind of leads that you want to get, all right? And then that's it. People from the social media, from message and everything else will start actually reaching out to you. And I'm going to throw one more. I'm going to throw just a quick curveball in here. If you're still watching, you're going to be lucky. You're not going to want to miss this. Once you do create your message, and you have established your media, let's say you're in social media, okay? Quick little tip, quick little advice. Every time you get a follow or a comment or a like on any social media post, click that member, whoever did it, and send a message. Open up a conversation. Chances are, if you've got your what you're portraying is a good message, they're going to want to follow you for that. All right. And every time you get a comment, like, or follow, reach out to them. Hey, are you here because of the media, or do you actually need a public adjuster? And just do that every single day. We require our company 5 reach outs. You have to reach out to 5 new people, and most of our team, we do it through social media. You have to reach out to 5 new people every day. Open up a conversation. Chances are, I've reached out to you as well. If you're a public adjuster, me trying to get you into our mastermind. So this is it, guys. Target market, ideal customer avatar. Figure out what your message is, your 3 uniques, and why should they buy from you. And then figure out what's your favorite source of media. Is it going to be social media? Is it going to be a podcast, website, landing page, print media, or Google ads and social ads and different stuff like that? And that's it, guys. It's not rocket science, okay? I recommend that you read the one-page marketing book. There's something like that. You'll find it. Fantastic, phenomenal book. I recommend it to everybody. And this is it. This will take your business to the next level, guaranteed. All right, guys, thank you so much. Make sure that you follow, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. Also, if this is the first time you're watching the channel, go ahead and download the free guide. It's fantastic. A lot of good stuff in there. And we'll see you next week. See you later.